Cal, can you talk about Kevin Massey graduating?
Yeah, it's Robes. First of all, let me tell you, I'm getting a lot more credit than I deserve. I did go see him. I went back up to see him. I did tell him, you get healthy, you come here, and we helped him with the school. But the day-to-day stuff was what John Robick did. I mean, John Robick, you know, if I'm John, this is one of my best accomplishments. If I'm John Robick, I look at it as though, you know, he's willed himself, Kevin Massey, but he couldn't do it himself. He needed his cousin, he needed his sister, the daily care, and he needed someone like John that could be on top of it. And I didn't have that kind of time. Now, you know, I was always there to perk him up, grab the dog, and see him in practice. I pray for him every day. But John did an unbelievable job for him. And he's a miracle, Kevin Massey, and a blessing. Because, you know, you ever want to feel down, or you've been wronged, or fate has intervened in a negative way in your life, go sit with him for an hour. You'll be mad at yourself. Haven't told him yet, but he already has a job offer. Somebody watched the video and said, it's sitting on my desk. I'm like, you get emotional with it. It's in another city, but they may be able to do something in Indianapolis because, but it'll be neat when he gets it, when I see what his face and his family. So it's, you know, it's how this is supposed to be. This program is bigger than me. It's bigger than any of you in this room, but why not leverage what we're doing here to help other people, not just basketball players, others. And I say it all the time, you cheat this position, who's ever in it, who's ever in the seat, you cheat the position if all you worry about is game tape and basketball and social media and news, and you just cheat the position. This thing it's a juggernaut that could be used for good. Is who? I believe so. What's that? Yes. But, you know, till game time, you know, something could happen today. And, you know, and Sasha, they're both, it's funny because they both got better and everything was going good, and then they got to take a step back. The good news is we saw that Ty can play. That Ty's good enough to do what he needs to do. So, and then the other thing is we went small, and it didn't look bad. So we were able to see that. Quade's ability to score, without him, it hurts us. It's more than everybody understands. He's a consistent guy that can get buckets. It's just in his DNA. And you know, that not being there will put us in a tough position going in this game. Virginia Tech, first of all, Buzz does an unbelievable job. He's been a good friend for a long time. Second thing is, this team's the best three-point shooting team we will face all year. Third thing, they draw fouls because they put their head down and they go at that basket. The other thing they do is they're going to press us. So we're going to, like, they're not going to come in here, like, with all this respect, go back and play a zone or sag. They're going to press us. They're playing fast. Now, we've been in these kind of games, and two teams playing fast, pretty fun to watch. You know, they want to stretch the court. We're not walking it up. Here we come, and that's how they'll play. They beat Washington by 30, 20. Somebody will give me the exact score. 25, maybe. 26. And Washington beat Kansas on the road by 16, I believe. They went and beat them pretty good. So you're talking about a really good team. They beat Ole Miss on the road, down at Ole Miss. This would be a hard game. Look, we're at that stage with this team. We win or we learn. That's where we are. I'm not taking it any other way. We win or we'll learn. And we're going to learn as individual players where guys are and as a team where we are.
John, I think you partially explained it, but they're a team that shoots more free throws than the top five or free throw shooting team in the country. Yet they are the top scoring team that shoot a lot of threes. So it's something
Well, they drive the ball, and they space out. They've got 3 or 4 guys that can absolutely make threes, and they're looking for layups and kicking it out for threes, and they're getting to the line because of it. They got veteran guys. They got 1 freshman, but this is a veteran team that have done this and has done it in the ACC, is not afraid. They go on the road in big games. Their home games are craziness. So, this is plugged into our schedule at a time where we need to learn about us. And we will.
Cal, what's been the feedback from Kenny about those workouts with Jared? Is he making some progress?
He said he is. I saw Jared yesterday. We didn't really speak, but I'll just say it again. He's not playing to help us win. We're not going to do that. And if I don't think that he's capable of playing to the level he needs to play, I won't play him, whether he begs me to go in. We're not just trying to put a guy in that's going to damage him to win more games. I just don't do that. So he's going to have to prove to me that he's going to be able to go. And I'm not saying, he's 107%. I'm just saying that he can go and compete at a high level and not damage himself.
How do you feel about your bigs maybe defending out on the floor against teams?
Well, they may go small, and, there's a chance now. We know we can go small because we've done it. So they have the one big kid. They sometimes take him out, and now all of a sudden they're 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". They look like that, 6'6", and but we're okay. We can play that way too. And Nick has proven, he is. The kids on this team are not getting the kind of respect nationally that they deserve, and that's okay. I don't know if it's people's opinion or their hope. But as this season goes on, just like other seasons, you're going to have players that are going to be those kind of guys. What we've got to get them to do, my message yesterday, great players make really difficult plays look easy. Bad players try to make easy plays look difficult. Part of our issue with turnovers is that second statement. Get an easy play. Why would you do that other? You're trying to make it look more difficult than it is. A great player makes a play and everybody goes, did he just do that? Wait a minute, let me play the tape back. That's what great players do. We have players here that are still in that high school mode. How difficult can I make this? I need to get an ooh and an awe from the crowd. Like, oh, man, did you see that? Oh, it was a turnover, but it looked good. We're still in that mode, which is why we turn it over. I remember in 2010 when we turned it over like this, we were exactly the same. And I had to sit John Wall down and say, John, you don't have to make 12 good plays. You can make one play, make it normal, and you'll be on SportsCenter. Next game, he was 1 for 9, made one play, ran down the middle, dunked the ball, and it was the number 1 play on SportsCenter. The team cracked up. He was 1 for 9. But that's, when you're that talented, you don't have to make things look difficult. You want everything to look simple and easy. We're not there yet. We make a layup, we think it's a degree of difficulty. You have a breakaway layup.
John, Buzz said that Shea's cousin McKeel wants to be coached and be held accountable. Been like that since day one. Is that the way Shea was for you?
And the best thing is, and I don't know if it's Canadian kids or what it is, the kid has a smile on his face every day. Jamal had a smile on his face. Michael had a smile on his face. Trey Lyles had a smile on his face. The kid comes in with an absolute, I'm ready to go. He's in the gym at night working. He knows he's got to be more consistent shooting. Our team needs that from him because when you have he and Quade and Wenyan and Kevin Knox and now PJ shooting it better, all that other stuff, well, let's worry about defense now. Let's worry about rebounding. But you got to be able to make shots, and he's one of them. His decision-making right now, again, he doesn't understand who he's playing against sometimes. So instead of just shooting a ball, it's the easiest thing you can do, shoot it. If you miss it, there's one of two things that can happen. What would they be?
Go in or get a rebound.
Or they get it. So there'd be 3. We make it, we miss it, they rebound it, we rebound it. So 2 of the 3 are good. Shoot the ball! Quit trying to make wraparound passes. Just get it up off the backboard. That's a daily statement to him. But they have habits that we're trying to create new habits. His new habit is, instead of a wraparound, I'm going to shoot him. But he's getting better. This will be a hard one for him because this team, downhill run, he's always been able to use length and then just turn and run with the guy. You can't now. Now you got to stay in front of people. Now you got to retreat and make it a tough two. It's all stuff we've worked on, but this game is going to really show where are we on the dribble drive, where are we guarding the three, where are we making easy plays, where are we when a team presses us, what are the things we need to work on.
How was last question? Kevin Knox responded after going 1 for 9.
And 7 turnovers.
Was it good for the soul?
Well, this week he heard it maybe 15 times. You know, that's how hard you go. Do you understand you were 1 for 9 and 7 turnovers? It was against Monmouth. I'll give that to you. But you were 1 for 9 and 7 turnovers. And, you know, here's the thing about what I love about coaching, where I am. Like, these kids are held to a high standard here, and these kids are held accountable, and they're called out, and we keep it real. We protect him. If we lose a game, you know I'm not going to blame a player. You guys know how I am. But to be able to really go right to the jugular and say, you better start changing. When they leave us, that's not how this stuff works. Either you're good enough or you're not, and if you're not good enough, it's somebody else. Their chance right now to be absolutely challenged amongst each other. Like my thing is, if you care about the team, you're going to push your teammate. If you don't care about the team, you're going to try to joke around and make everything light because you really don't understand. If you care about the team, you're going to push each other. Every day is like having to give them new stuff. But I'll tell you what, they're trying to please us. They're trying to please me. They're trying to do what we're asking them to do. Some of them are seeing themselves, like Wenyan. He's playing like Derek Willis now. Now all of a sudden he's a different player. You're not John Wall. You're more like Derek Willis. But defend and rebound on top of doing that kind of stuff that he's doing. So hopefully, like I said, hard game for us to win, really hard. And this team is a tough, grind it, fly up and down, shoot threes, get to the rim, come at you, try to be the aggressor, and we'll see. We'll know after the game where we are.
Not say when you make a mistake, you run. How much do you run?
What's that?
Not say when you make a mistake, you run. How much do you run this week?
No, he's getting better. He just look. When you think it's kind of like golf. The minute you think you have this thing licked, and then all of a sudden, I made every putt last week. I can't make, and then all of a sudden you look and you're like, I got a tip in, and your partner says, why don't you just tap that one in? Yeah, just go ahead. You got it. It's 1 foot. You'll make that, and all of a sudden you pull the 1 footer. Now all of a sudden you're like wigging out. Well, this game is that way, and that's why you always respect the game. And if you're going good, you fight like heck and try to get better. Thanks.